Hey guys, what's going on? Alan here, and you're watching the Gibson Garage YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're working on a Toyota Solara convertible. What year is this? There's sparkly steering wheel covers. Say that this thing is 10 of 05. Could be an 05 or an 06 then. Toyota Solara. And we're doing the front brakes. Did not come with the decided to go with, or I should say, Nick. This is the same guy that owns the VW I did in the last video, or one of the last videos. We're gonna go with the gold, Duralast gold ceramic pads. And this is the part number right there at AutoZone. They do Duralast. And let's see, these are pretty decent pads, and we get an employee discount, so that's why we go with them. The gold version always comes with new hardware, or shims, anti-rattle clips, whatever you want to call them. It's going to be pretty simple so far. I use the air hose with a 22 mil to bust off the lug nuts, and it's going to be a 14 mil for these guide pin bolts. And once you get those out, you can pop this out. And we're gonna have to get a jack or something to set it on. Usually, sometimes there's a control arm you can set it on. This one's gonna have to be zip tied or supported somehow. It's not really good to hang it from the hose. It probably wouldn't hurt it, doing it once or twice, but it's just a precaution. And it's just not something you want to take a chance on when it comes to safety. So yeah, those are super thin and cracked. Super thin. These guys were donezo. These were in backwards, maybe. Unless they're supposed to be that way. I don't know if over time that thing bent that way, or if it's supposed to be on the leading edge. This would be the trailing edge over here. Usually I thought you wanted rattle clips on the trailing edge so they pry away. The outside didn't have one. These ones do not come with them. Okay. No anti-rattle clip, or what are they called? Brake wear clips, maybe, is what they're called. Take the old ones out. These are the things that got 10 million different names. Anti-rattle clips, hardware, shims, whatever. Now, pay attention as you pull it out. These look exactly the same. Nope. Well, the bottom one has a fatter tab. Okay. Pay attention. Except the hardware that came in here are all identical. None of these are different from the other, so guess we just throw them in. And these guys are tricky. So you're going to want to try to feed this piece in first and then rock these pieces in. Seems to be the way. Come on. There we go. No. There we go. Goodness. These are intricate clips. Throw some lube on them. Throw a little lube around the edges where these ride on other metal surfaces, and the backs of the pads here where the caliper touches and where the piston touches. First we're gonna squeeze this piston in before we do that before we put grease on the piston. I'll just make a mess. But a 4-inch clamp seems to do the trick. It'll be just big enough, and you want to make sure you pop the top of your brake reservoir just so you don't pressurize it and squirt fluid all over the place. That'd be a mess. Well, that went in easy. Put an old pad in place, and I don't know if these are original pads. How many miles are on this thing? Toyota pads? I don't think they're original. Can't be original. Oh, 506. Is that 15, 16 years? I'd have to turn it on. My hands are dirty. I'll get that mileage for you when we're done. Ooh, it's red. Now, just a thin layer is probably fine. You don't want to leave clumps of it because it's, I don't know, just doesn't sound like a good idea. And you don't want, of course, any of this on the rotor or the brake pad surfaces. Yeah, a little there on the piston, a little there, a little there. Oh, I missed. There we go. Hate it when I miss. Well, there you go. Stay. And brake pad. I'm sure that'll be fine. Oh, this way. Oh, right here. See these nubs? A little grease there. Actually, there's nothing touching them on the caliper. How are these supposed to go in here? Probably somewhere around there. I did it wrong though. Oh well. We're gonna cut that out. That's funny. Another thing we need to check is these pins to make sure they're sliding. Oh my gosh. Oh, that one, those were stuck. They're good now. Oh, they're moving nice now. Those things were stuck for a minute. They actually feel really good now. Let me just pop it open and see what it looks like. No, that's like Play-Doh. I don't have a lot, but we'll put what I have left in there. Oh yeah, it's still nice and airtight in there, so some fresh lube will be nice. More Play-Doh. Oh, this one's got like a clip on the bottom of it. So if you're getting uneven wear in your brake pads, like the inside is wearing faster than the outside or vice versa or whatever, calipers sticking, it could be these pins. Obviously the boots, there's little accordion shaped boots. You want to make sure those are in good shape. Grease is in good shape. These aren't usually very expensive, like 12 to 15 bucks or 12 to 20 bucks or whatever. Not very expensive. So if you're looking to just do everything, I mean, this is definitely good investment for the price. Yeah. Set that guy on there. Alright, it's never a bad idea to use some Loctite if you got it too. It doesn't take a lot. Now there's flat spots on those guide pins, so you can put a wrench on it to hold it still if you need to. And also sometimes those flat spots have to be lined up with a part on the caliper too, so pay attention to that. That's what you're looking for, that caliper to move easy like that. Tighten her up with a 14. Don't need another wrench. Ninja. There you go. And that's one side done. Easy peasy, right? We just did the shoes, or I mean we just did the pads and the hardware, re-greased the pins. But it is hot if you can't tell. I'm gonna show you. And my camera's on fire. I still got the other side to do, but you guys don't need to watch me do it twice. It's the same thing. So, I appreciate you guys hanging in there and seeing how it's done. Don't forget, break-in process. And of course, squeeze the pedal a couple times before you go driving anywhere. Squeeze the pedal a couple times. Make sure those calipers close up. That way when you go to hit your brakes the first time, they are there, so you don't accidentally back into a telephone pole. Then break-in process. I say at every video, it's 20, 40, 60. 20 miles an hour, and then come to a hard stop, but don't stop completely. Relatively hard. You don't want to activate your ABS or go skidding or nothing, but then 40 miles an hour, hit brake pretty hard, come to almost a complete stop, but not a complete stop. And then 60 miles an hour, almost to a complete stop. And by that time, hopefully you should be smelling the brakes, and that means that you've reached the temperatures necessary to bed them. Sometimes you got to do that more than once. Sometimes just after a while you just need to do it again. I don't know why, but that's the way I've always done it, and it seems to work. But other than that, it's a pretty simple job. Ooh, so thanks for hanging in there, guys. You have a good day. Ooh, and don't forget to please subscribe, share and like and all that good stuff. And I am sorry for not putting a video out, within the last week or whatever. I know I put out like 4 and then stopped for a week and a half. I've been kind of busy. I got a bunch of road base out there and a little bit of sand. I'm putting in a swimming pool. Got a swimming pool going in. Summer priorities. See you later.